Wildfires in Western Canada are rapidly growing as thousands in Jasper, Alberta were forced out of their homes and directed to safety late yesterday evening. More than 500 wildfires are burning through both Alberta and British Columbia, forcing some highway closures and long lineups of traffic on the roads. Meanwhile, a number of firefighter units are working to protect critical infrastructure in the area. Jason Gaidola joins us live tonight with these details. Hi, Jason.
Hey, Emily. Officials are still trying to narrow down the number of evacuees, but that number could be as high as 25,000 people, which includes residents, seasonal workers, and tourists. The situation is becoming so dire that even some towns in neighboring BC are becoming too full to accommodate everyone. Government officials are estimating that up to 25,000 people are fleeing the largest national park in the Canadian Rockies as hundreds of wildfires pierce through the landscape.
And all that heightened, of course, by the anxiety that comes with the uncertainty of simply not knowing. And today, this is our opportunity to clear up some of that, but again, recognizing that this is an extremely complex situation. It's rapidly evolving. There are very many moving parts.
Residents, seasonal workers, and tourists in the Jasper, Alberta area have been slowly making their way through the smoke-filled roads since last night, trying to get to a nearby center for evacuees. According to both BC and Alberta wildfire services, more than 500 fires are active.
Structure protection is currently being installed on critical infrastructure, and this is being managed by fire teams from across the region. Parks Canada has mobilized resources to arrive today and in the coming days, including a Parks Canada incident management team and additional firefighting resources and aircraft.
Much of the evacuees sought refuge in Valemount, BC, a town of 1,000 people and 120 kilometers west of Jasper. However, along the provincial border, areas are becoming overcrowded and people were told to make a U-turn.
There aren't a lot of large communities to the west in British Columbia. Valemount's quite small, and so they're not necessarily equipped to handle a large number of evacuees. So I think that's the recommendation for folks to try to head to a larger center from there. And that's not uncommon with evacuations.
Environment Canada is also forecasting storm activity to hit the region within the next 24 hours.
We've been in this really dry, hot spell for a number of weeks now. And so really, you have a lot of fuel out there that's available to burn, and you just kind of need an ignition source. And if you get wind with that, that's what causes these fires to grow quite aggressively. So in terms of the long term, the only thing that really gets us out of that is like a prolonged period of rain. And so with some of these wildfires, you do what you can with the resources you have.
While officials declared that wildfire season is in effect, park officials say they're using all the resources they can, even after experiencing a record year of blazes in 2023.
This type of wildfire event is something Parks Canada and the municipality have been planning and preparing for years now. Parks Canada and the municipality are working in a unified structure to keep people safe, including assisting hikers get out of the backcountry safely, protecting property and infrastructure, and of course, suppressing wildfires.
The Alberta government says those evacuees heading to BC should avoid the area. They say reception centers have been set up in Calgary and Grand Prairie, Alberta.